Hello Taurus, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Linda, Prairie Vintage Jewelry, and I'm an energy reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer, and we will be taking a look at the energy for you, Taurus, for the month of June 2023. Now we'll ask spirit for a clear and concise message here for beautiful Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, placements, maybe you're cross-watching for a Taurus, you're all welcome here. So let's take a look at the overall energy you're needing to embrace here for the month of June. Spirit, what's the overall energy Taurus needs to embrace here for June? Ooh, we have the moon. All right, it's interesting. So Spirit's wanting you to embrace the moon. The moon is feminine, so, it does talk about receptivity. Talks about the subconscious, so we might need to really take a look at things maybe in a way that we haven't before. We could be seeing things as they are, and maybe we're being asked to see things from a position of where our subconscious lies. So in other words, if we take things right at face value, our first reaction, our first thought, then that might not actually be what's going on, and maybe to pause and connect with it on a subconscious level so that we're really connecting to what's going on around us and say, okay, it wasn't as I perceived it. There's something deeper here. There's a deeper meaning to this. And so not acting or reacting on our first instinct is kind of what I'm getting. But this could just be, having to be in touch with our own emotions, our own feminine side, which is being able to receive and be receptive. And for the more logical types, specifically the masculines, it might be a little difficult to embrace some sort of vulnerability when it comes to emotions or expressing ourselves. Okay, so it's kind of what I'm getting here from the moon card, but we'll see how it kind of ties into your monthly reading here, Taurus. Let's look at your overall. So overall energies here for Taurus, Spirit. What's the overall energy for Taurus for June? Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much, Taurus, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. I'm so blessed, so grateful. Taurus energy for June 2023. Taurus. Spirits. All right. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and we have the moon coming out for a second time now. Very interesting. I'll show you guys that. I'll hold the cards up in a bit. I'm just going to lay out your spread because sometimes things kind of pop out overall, but let's see what you don't see coming here for June. What you don't see coming, energies kind of hidden, you don't see coming. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. Moon energy, Seven of Swords. Not sure I'm liking this so much. Okay, Ace of Swords, that's good. Ace of Swords is one of my favorite cards here. All about the truth, embracing the truth, walking, talking the truth, clarity. Okay, let's take a look at opportunities here for June. What's the opportunity here for Taurus for the month of June? What's the opportunity? We have the Ten of Cups, beautiful energy. What's the challenge here for Taurus? What's going to be the challenge? Two cards wanting to come out. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the World. All right, and then guidance, advice here from Spirit. What's the advice and guidance? Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, and King of Pentacles. Interesting energy. All right, so overall with the Four of Swords reverse, the Ten of Swords reverse, and the Moon, let's see how this all ties in. Now, Four of Swords is an energy of having to heal and reflect and recuperate or take a break, but in reverse, it could mean that we haven't maybe healed or fully been able to reflect. And the fact that the Ten of Swords is in reverse, I feel like they're getting hit by Spirit with multiple messages here. So there might be something, Taurus, that you're wanting to put an end to. that might have needed to come to an end for quite some time, and maybe you've been avoiding facing these emotions or allowing yourself to go into the depths of your subconscious to see why does this need to come to an end, or bring yourself to put something to an end here because it's been buried in your subconscious. If that's the right thing to do, I feel like it being in reverse is something that hasn't happened yet and needs to happen, or is like kind of buried. But for those of you guys who have experienced an ending already, I feel like maybe you're not allowing yourself to process or heal from a situation that has ended. So you're still not accepting, or you're still not going to your subconscious or allowing your emotions to come out to fully heal from or deal with the situation in which you're being called to take a break and a reflection and a period of pause in order to resolve this 10 of Swords so that it comes out, you know, kind of in the upright, and allowing it kind of to happen here. It could also be here that some of you guys might experience or think that an ending is going to be very, very painful. So you're maybe prolonging something here in which Spirit's saying it's not as painful as you might be thinking, because both the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords are in the reverse. So it could be that we're telling ourselves an untruth here, and we're seeing things from a delusional state, or a state of not clear. It's not clearly what's going on here. For the overall energy, we'll get clarifiers as we go as well. But now let's take a look at your what you don't see coming here. We have the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So this is an interesting energy. The fact that we have the Moon coming out twice and the Seven of Swords, I mean, this could be heavy deception. So, I mean, for some of you guys who might be resonating with knowing in your subconscious that there's something going on that's kind of happening here that you're not really addressing, or that you feel like, yeah, like, you know, intuitively there's something here that's not being brought to your attention that doesn't feel right. You might feel it, but what you don't see coming is the fact that it makes itself known, or it reveals itself, you know, at some point in June. The fact that the Ace of Swords, like I said, it is my favorite card because it's all about truth and embracing truth and clarity, and walking in our truth, communicating our truth. But this Ace of Swords is pointing down to the ground. So, I mean, I don't like generally when I read tarot and my swords are down, because to me it's almost like it being in reverse, where it could be things aren't clear, or we're lying to ourselves about a truth. We're not wanting to see something for what it is, and maybe we're acting in a way that's not up and up, or in a way that's a little bit sabotaging or under the radar, or sneaky in some sort of way. So we tell ourselves that maybe this needs to happen for some reason. So we tell ourselves something we perceive to be truthful, but really we might be lying to ourselves, or we're painting the truth in a certain way, because I feel like there might be something truthful here that's being twisted. That's the energy that I'm getting. Is something here that we're taking truths, we're taking the reality of a situation, and then we're twisting it in a certain way of what we want to see happen. The fact that we have the Queen of Wands here, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and the Moon is Pisces, so heavy Pisces coming out here. But Queen of Wands, I mean, it could be reflective of the other woman. Sometimes it's read that way, right? Like if we have our partner and they're like involved with the other woman, or we may be involved with the other person, right? With the other woman here. There could be a little bit of that going on here. The other person we're attracted to, right? So it's like, okay, well, I'm just, you know, maybe talking to this person, but I'm not getting physical. So for me, this is like I'm lying about, you know, maybe if I'm in another connection here, that I'm emotionally stepping out of that situation, or not being honest, you know, and making excuses, or being a little bit sneaky about it. So something like that here in the what you don't see coming. There's probably more here. I'm not really picking up so much here. I pick up like it's your energy. I really don't feel like you guys are being deceived, okay? Or that this is something that you're gonna find out. I feel like if you already know about this, then it's like it's just gonna come out in the open more clearly. And if that's not the case, then I pick up more to your energy kind of coming out here, and maybe you fully embrace and fully convinced yourself of something here that you're subconsciously really needing to address. Yeah, like almost like at first you knew it was bad, or you, not bad, but you know what I mean, like it was not on the up and up or honest or truthful, and then maybe you've continued down a path and now you're like, oh yeah, this needs to happen this way because of this, that, and then. And we're kind of supporting some sort of untruth or lying to ourselves or in denial about something because subconsciously we don't want to tell ourselves that, you know, we are doing something here that might not be stand up or addressing a situation here in which we need to address because we're not seeing things clearly, or at least we're not open to the subconscious here and allowing our emotions to kind of be addressed. All right, so I don't know why I'm pulling more cards here. Let's see what it is. I'll pull it back just in case, but Queen of Pentacles. Interesting, they have the Queen and the King of Pentacles now. So maybe this could be a counterpart of sorts, Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but let's keep going. So before I get into your advice and guidance here, I'm going to take a look at your opportunity. We have the 10 of Cups. So this is a beautiful opportunity. You do have an opportunity to get your 10 of Cups, okay? So I feel like, you know, the Queen of Wands talks about the law of attraction. She's able to bring in to her what it is that she wants. She has the ability to draw things in. She doesn't have to chase things. And I feel here with the 10 of Cups being an opportunity, I feel like you can really bring in emotional happiness here with you and another, okay? Like this is two energies kind of coming together, both to build this long-term family happiness. Yeah, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to do this. We'll see more as to how or what's going on here, but for your challenge, excuse me, we have the 7 of Pentacles and the World. So challenge, 7 of Pentacles and the World. What I'm really getting here is two things specifically that stand out. Is one where we've given to a situation and I feel like it still hasn't paid out. We're putting an end to that situation, but we're accepting it. And this is your challenge, okay? So this is the challenge, is saying I invested here for quite some time. I've really dedicated myself for quite some time. Maybe I didn't get anything out of it yet, or what I thought I was going to get out of it, and then successfully closing that out. Successfully as in recognizing that nothing will come of it, or that I can cut my losses out, or cut my losses and move on. And close this cycle out in my life and learn from it and accept this as the world, concluding something and preparing you to go into a 10 of Cups, to allow yourself to get this 10 of Cups. Now, because this is your 10 of Cups opportunity in June, I feel like the minute you're able to close out some sort of cycle here, I do feel like you have an opportunity right away to get this 10 of Cups. So maybe that's what you're trying to invest here, or put your energy and effort into something that just wasn't paying it forward. And for a lot of others of you guys here, the other message I was getting was, I don't know that it's so relevant here. I'm going to want to pull clarifiers before I go into that and get things really messy. But the challenge is, I think, concluding a cycle, but not just concluding it in a way that doesn't allow it to fully close out in a healed way, or in a way that you can really have closure. So I think maybe we need to see things a little bit differently, or for what they are here with the moon coming out, you know, because if we tell ourselves something that we're painting, we can't successfully close out the world. I mean, we can close out a cycle, but that'd be more like Wheel of Fortune, like cycles and cycles, cyclical things happening, and we never really learn from them. But with the world, I feel like this is a graduation out of a karmic cycle, out of a way of being. And the 7 of Pentacles is where long term we wanted some sort of long-term payout, or we took quite some time, you know, nurturing a side of something here and giving it energy and time, and, you know, watering that garden and just kind of trying to harvest something that might have not have come out. So let's, oh yeah, we have guidance here from Spirit. So before we get clarifiers, guidance from Spirit, we have the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So Guidance from Spirit. Well, the Nine of Swords is my mental health card, okay? This is where you're just up in your head and you're just unable to eat, sleep, and kind of being driven crazy by your own thoughts. But we have the Four of Wands in the middle, and the Four of Wands is always a positive card because this is like home, commitment, stability, coming together. It's being able to celebrate in another's company here. And the fact that it's right beside this King of Pentacles, I mean, this is both stability. The Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles, like that's stable home life. That's committed father home life. There's some sort of anxiety here about that. So Spirit is saying maybe, I don't know what the guidance here really is from Spirits, because there is something here about, providing stability and being this secure type energy. I don't know if you're wanting this or if you're embracing this or need to embrace this type of an energy. We'll see. Okay, so let's pull a clarifier card here for your overall energy with the Four of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Moon. What clarifying card do we have here for your overall? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this was where we were talking about like maybe an ending needing to happen here, or some sort of an ending here that we're maybe not seeing clearly or needing to understand in a different way. It's interesting because the Five of Pentacles is also in reverse. So maybe where we're feeling like we'd be left out in the cold isn't as bad as it is, or it allows us to get out of a state where we were feeling out in the cold. So the fact that the Moon is so heavy here, I'm feeling there's an ending here, or an ending that's you might intuitively know needs to happen, that I feel allows you to come out of a state where you're going to come out of the cold. And maybe you're perceiving it to be more painful, or it's going to be more challenging than it actually is. And ripping the Band-Aid off will provide you stability here with the guidance from Spirit. So maybe you're having anxiety about this. If I break away, and like Spirit saying, well, you might be not seeing things clearly here. And in order for you to bring in security, stability, commitment, this type of a family, fatherly type energy, and get your 10 of Cups and your opportunity, you're going to need to act here. Now, I don't generally say, have an ending for the sake of it. But if you already feel like there's an ending that needs to take place, let this be confirmation. And also for those of you guys who are not in control or wanting this ending to happen, and aren't really seeing that, Spirit is saying it's not as bad as you think it is, because it allows you to come out of a state that, wasn't all that great. And maybe you were lying to yourself, or you weren't clear about a situation here, and maybe lying or pretending like things were better than they are. And it allows you to actually go after and get something here that's more worthwhile, that's going to pay out. So let's take a look at this, what you don't see coming, with the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Clarifier, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is the single card. The Nine of Pentacles is, being independent, being free to stand on our own and bring in the stability we want for ourselves. It is personal security, personal attainment here. So we might be, like I said, I know the Sword of Truth is upright here, but we might be lying to ourselves about where we're getting our security from, because maybe we're really attracted to somebody here, or maybe we feel like somebody here we're passionately pulled into in some way. But there is this this Nine of Pentacles, which I feel is, somebody who's able to be independently strong and stand on their own, to be single. So yeah, if that's what you don't see coming, like maybe, what you don't see coming is you embracing this type of an energy where you can go it alone, or be single from a situation here that might have been shady, might have been, in the Seven of Swords type energy, by embracing a truth here. So for your guidance from Spirit, clarifying this Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, and King of Pentacles, we got the Six of Swords. So now this is a little clearer. Guidance from Spirit is to move away from turbulent times, move away from mental anguish and situations that aren't clear and that aren't providing you happiness. This is moving away, moving out of that state. So if you've been in your head and this Nine of Swords, Spirit wants you to move away from that in order to find this stability, this Four of Wands, and this, you know, this sort of a thing here. Or it could very well be that you're not wanting a family or stability. You're not wanting to settle down. You're kind of wanting maybe to be single here, maybe wanting to go after what you want. So you have some anxiety about leaving some home situation here, some commitments that you have around home. And Spirit is guiding you to move away from that because it's causing all sorts of anxiety for you. And you know it needs to kind of come to an end here. Yeah, I'm feeling that for a lot of you guys, actually. So 10 of Cups. Yeah, the 10 of Cups, like I said, is also could be, because that's the opportunity. That's the family card as well. So why do we have the 10 of Cups here in your opportunity? We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. So I feel like here for some of you guys, if you are in, like, take what resonates here, but maybe you're in a commitment now, like some sort of family commitment or something like that, where it's not bringing you your own personal happiness, because the 9 of Cups is all about our own emotional fulfillment. And with this in reverse, we're not kind of getting what we want. We're not emotionally fulfilled personally. Okay. And maybe we're putting up for a 10 of Cups here because it provides other people emotional fulfillment, or it keeps peace in some sort of way. But again, Moon coming out twice, that in our subconscious, maybe we know that something needs to come to an end because we're not emotionally fulfilled from within, and we're maybe keeping up with this sort of a thing that isn't really a 10 of Cups. Okay, now it is in the opportunity, because I do feel like you do have an opportunity to have a 10 of Cups, but I feel like the big lie here, or deception or illusion, is that you're not emotionally happy here. Okay, it's in reverse. So having to act in a way that closes out a cycle, you know, now this is the challenge, is like, I've already invested, or I've put in my time, my energy. So how do I close out this cycle? Let's get one card here clarifying this 7 of Pentacles and the World. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So it's like keeping the peace. Yeah, like, because the 5 of Wands is all about conflict and challenge and, you know, change and disruption in a way. And we might be not wanting to cause conflict or disruption or chaos in some sort of way. So your challenge here is to, the challenge is for you to actually cause the conflict, you know, for you to stand up for yourself, for you to maybe, maybe you're conflicted in a way because, again, we saw all these swords mentally because you've invested here, but Spirit's saying put an end to a cycle here where maybe you're not getting the fruits that you want, and be honest with yourself. Put a close out to this in order for you to get what you want, and don't be fearful of change. Don't be fearful of stepping into that battlefield, so to speak, in order for you to really close something out here so that you can be successful here in getting a 10 of Cups for yourself and addressing some sort of deception, some sort of subconscious need that needs to be addressed, that's getting buried down here from yourself, even because you may not be acting on your best interest here. All right, so this is what I see here for you guys. Taurus, sorry if I called you Aries, I don't think I did, but yeah, I wish you guys the very best. Thank you so much for stopping. Leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and I will see you again. Bye.